Good evening, one all present here. The news from the center is that ACC has won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. On behalf of Rising Star, the opening batters are Vishal Sharma and Shravan Shukla, with Paresh Shah starting the proceedings for ACC. Here we go, first ball of the match. Tossed up, was in the arc, looking to swing but could not middle it. Straight to the fielder at mid on for a dot ball. Good start from Paresh here. Once again in the slot, flicked away, but there is protection back there. First runs for ACC and for Vishal. Bowled flatter this time on a good length. The batsman getting onto the back foot well, but hitting it straight to the fielder at mid on. Tossed up, went for it, placed it in the gap, but again, good work in the deep to restrict the batting side to yet another single. Great start to the match from the point of view of the bowling side. A good over so far from Paresh. He has conceded just 2 runs of his first 4 deliveries. Can he end the first over well? Can he potentially pick a wicket and put the pressure back on the batting side? Once again, great bowling. Mix up at the non-striker's end. Good throw, but the batsman makes it back eventually. Good bowling from Paresh here. Tossed it up beautifully, invited the batsman to play the big shot, and the batsman, beaten all ends up, could manage only an edge straight to the fielder. Great ball to end the over. The batsman had no clue where that went. Brilliant start for ACC. Just 2 runs coming off that first over. Good start to the power play. You know how crucial these first few overs are. With just two fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle, the batting side will look to optimize this to their advantage. Into the attack now, captain Abhishek Zaveri. Oh, that's a brilliant start, right on the money straight away from the hitting arc on a good length. The batsman looked to cut it into the gap, but to no avail. Dot ball to start Abhishek's over. Full toss, went for the hoik, and that's a maximum. What a shot, just what the batting side wanted. They need to take advantage of the fielding restrictions, and boy, have they. Was there to be hit, was a full toss, and timed it to absolute perfection. Can Abhishek come back after that six now, or will Shravan get away with a few more? Once again, back of a length, but there's protection back at point there. Just a single. Sensible batting from Shravan here. Struck a six of the previous ball and now takes a single. Good, sensible, and smart cricket from the batting side. Good shot in the gap. Brilliant work by the fielder there. What an effort. Put his body on the line and certainly saved 3 runs for his team. This is exactly what the bowler wants from his fielders, backing him up and a perfect example of how to do so. Great work in the field to restrict the side to just a single on that occasion. Nudged into the gap, great running, brilliant call by the batter, and they steal a quick single. Good batting this from the batting side. Here we go, last ball of the second over. Oh, well bowled on the good length, and the batsman respected it. Plays out a dot ball, 9 runs coming off the second over, two gone, it's 11 without loss now. Paresh Shah to continue. He started off the innings with a brilliant first over, conceding his 2 runs. Let's see what he can do now. Well played, knew exactly where the fielders were, tickled off his hips for a boundary, and Shravan Chokla off to a flyer here. Not exactly the best start the bowling side would have wanted. Was straying down the leg side, and the batsman just helped it along on its way. Here we go, the pressure now back on the bowler. Can he come back with a wicket? Tossed up, dances on the track, and that's yet another maximum. Shravan is looking in serious form today. His second maximum of the match so far. And the pressure is on the bowler now. 10 of the first two deliveries. Great anticipation from Shravan there. Saw the flight of the ball, downs down the wicket, got to the pitch of it, and just smashed it over mid on. 10 of the first two deliveries. This is turning out to be an extremely expensive over for the bowling side. Once again, shot in the air, but the fielder isn't there. Good work in the deep. Just a single on this occasion. 11 have come of the first three balls itself. Great over this for the Rising Star team. Just exactly what they would have wanted from their opener in the power play. Pressure certainly now on ACC. Can they come back with a wicket? Well bowled that, but an even better shot. What a cover drive. Waited on it, timed it to absolute perfection, and pierced the gap with that shot. Great shot from Vishal, and now runs coming from both ends for Rising Star. Pressure certainly seems to be mounting on ACC and especially on Paresh Shah. He started off proceeding with a brilliant over, conceding just 2 runs. Right now, he's conceded 15 of his first four deliveries. With two balls more to go, where is this over heading? Can Paresh come back with a wicket? Or will the batting side strike a few more boundaries and really make this a big one? Understandably so, some field placement, some field changes here as the batsman gears up for the fifth ball of the over. Tossed up in the air, no chance for the fielder there. Lofted over mid on. Yet another boundary. Exceptional aggressive batting this from the Rising Star opening batters, and Vishal joins the party with his second and consecutive boundary. 19 of the first five balls. This is turning out to be an extremely huge over and just the pickup that Rising Star would have wanted. Yet again another field change here. Mid on has gone back and there are two fielders stationed on the leg side. Here we go, last ball of the third. Good shot, that was timed well, but even better fielding there to end the over with a dot. 3 overs gone and Rising Star are cruising along at 30 runs without the loss of any wicket. Is the skipper back into the attack now for the fourth over of the innings? Can he make a comeback for this team after an expensive 19 run over? The batting side spirits are certainly high. Can the skipper step up here? Full ball, oh, how unfortunate for the bowler there. It certainly is the batter's game. Outfox the batter completely, but the hoik and an inside edge, no chance for the keeper there, and four more runs to the batting side, and four more for Shravan Shukla. Luck seems to be on the side of Rising Star now. Abhishek, he can just smile after that delivery. He knew he got the better of the batsman, but eventually it was the batter who got the boundary. In the air, oh, just fall short. Once again, lucky for the batter. Two times in the last two balls now, the batsman living on the edge. Good shape once again, eluding the batter. Mix up, chance of a run out of the non-striker's end. And a direct hit would have been extremely close. Luck certainly is with Rising Star right now. Three balls, three opportunities, and yet they stand without any wickets. Good start to the over from Abhishek here. Ooh, once again some shape. The ball shaped away from the batter, kept it away from his hitting arc. Yet another dot ball. He's just a great comeback after conceding a boundary on the first ball with three consecutive dot balls. Once again, some shape. Oh, and he's put it down. He cannot believe it. He's absolutely livid with himself. He's shaking his head in disappointment. It was an incredible opportunity to get a breakthrough. You could see the pressure mounting, and yet another opportunity goes a begging. In the air, oh, you have to be kidding me. Misfield, but does well to recover. Just a single in the end. What an eventful over this was. Five chances being created of six deliveries, and yet no wicket was taken. You've got to feel for the batting side here. You've got to feel for the bowling side here. The batting side sure has to make the most of the opportunities they're getting. Four gone is 35 runs without the loss of any wicket. And a good recovery over from the skipper, conceding just 5 runs off that over after an expensive third over, costing them 19 runs. With 4 overs gone, the match is evenly poised, with the last 2 overs of the power play extremely crucial to determine who will win this battle. Change in the bowling now, spin into the attack. Oh, great delivery once again outside the hitting arc. Good bounce on that. The batsman beaten for bounce was looking to cut it through the gap but missed it completely. Good start from Shiva Konar here. Once again, great control, flirting with the wide line there, and the batsman thinking it was outside the bowling limits, but it was not. Great control from Shiva here, and he started his over with two consecutive dot balls. Tossed up this time, the batsman getting a lot of bat on it, but there is protection back at long on to restrict the batting side to a single. Here we go, Shiva to Vishal now. Tossed up, hit beautifully, but there is protection there. Straight to the long mid off fielder there. And yet another single. This is turning out to be an exceptional over so far, conceding just one single of the first four deliveries. Can he end this over well and bring momentum back to the bowling side? Tossed up, hit straight back at the bowler. He's unable to stop it and I'll allow the batting side to scamper across for a single. Great over once again so far. Just two coming of the first five balls. Can he end this over well? Brilliant shot. Converted the last ball for a boundary. It was an exceptional over so far. This time was on the good length. The length was right. However, the line was straying on the pads. There was no fielder back there. And Shravan just helped it across on its way. And he's looking in red hot form now, having scored 30 runs of the 19 balls he's faced, spearheading the attack for Rising Stars. 5 gone, it's 41 without the loss of any wicket now. Skipper Abhishek Zaveri to continue his third over of the innings and and the last over of the power play. Extremely crucial over this in the context of the entire game. Tossed up, hit hard, but there is protection at long off. Just a single. That brings Shravan on strike. He has been the danger man so far, striking at an rate in excess of 150. He's already smashed 3 boundaries and 2 maximums. Can he keep the momentum going? Or will Abhishek break through? Shape in the air! The fielder could not do anything about that. Yet another boundary from Shravan. Great example of aggressive and intentful batting here. His fourth boundary of the inning so far as he marches along to 34. Exactly what Rising Star would have wanted. A lot of chirp out there in the middle, a lot of discussion with the bowler and the fielding side. They know how crucial it is for them to get a breakthrough right now. If not, the batting side will just run away with this. Good bowling, chance of a run out mix up. Misfield a bit, could not get the ball in his hands and awards yet another opportunity to Shravan and to Rising Star. Very risky running there from the batters. A little hesitation would have cost them a wicket. Good start to the last over for the batting side as well. Six coming of the first three deliveries. Away from the hitting arc and finally a dot ball. Can't remember the last time we saw that. Fielders backing up the bowler with some chore. Once again, good delivery, shaping away from the batsman, going away, leaving the batter after seaming. Was on a good length delivery and rightfully respected by Vishal. Here we go, last ball of the first power play. In the air, he's not timed that at all. Once again, he gets a lifeline. The luck is certainly with Rising Star here. An absolute top edge. Went in the opposite direction of where he wanted to hit that, but yet again, falling in the middle of three converging fielders. With that, the power play has ended, and after the end of 6 overs, Rising Star are motoring along at the score of 48 runs without losing a single wicket. Shiva Konal to continue the second over. As we can see, after the end of the power play, a lot more protection available for the bowlers. As there are five players on the boundary, two on long off and long on respectively, two on the leg side at square leg and deep square leg, and one at point. With such protection out in the field, can ACC put the screws on the scoring here? Can they pick a few wickets and break the momentum of the batting side? Or will Rising Stars run away with the game? It will be extremely interesting to see. Fired in on a good line delivery, the batsman could do nothing but just go on the back foot and nudge it to the fielder for a single. The bat being changed once again. Does that mean that Shravan is going to be way more explosive than he already has been? Once again, good length, fired in, not giving the batter any room to work with. cramped him on that occasion, and the batsman could do nothing but hit it straight to the fielder for a dot ball. That's up in the air. Fielder getting underneath. Can he take a catch? Yes, he can. That is exactly what the fielding side wanted. And Shiva strikes an extremely crucial breakthrough for the bowling side. Shravan Shukla was looking in red hot form, having scored 35 of 23 deliveries, but he is eventually dismissed. A brilliantly judged catch from the skipper at long on, and that brings to an end an explosive innings from Shravan Shukla. As Shiva Konar gets the first breakthrough, it's rising star, 49 runs for the loss of the very first wicket. Ajit Nair is a new batter in the middle now. The fielding side have their spirits up. They are completely fired up after that breakthrough. Can they continue the momentum they've just gone and put some screws on the batting side with a few more wickets? Oh, great delivery. Tossed up, the batter had no clue where it was. Luckily got his bat down in time for a dot ball. A lot of cheer and chirp out there in the middle, especially from the keeper and skipper. Oh, brilliant bowling. Exceptional control from Shiva here. Just one run conceded on his first four balls. And the fielding side are cheering him on. Pressure on the new batter here. Oh, once again, he's absolutely bang on money. Once again on the good length, and that brings to an end a successful over. Just what the doctor ordered for ACC. First over after the power play, and they broke through. They got the crucial wicket, broke the opening stand. Great over from Shiva, conceding just a singular run of the very first ball, while also picking a crucial wicket. 7 overs gone, it's 49 for the loss of one wicket. What a delivery! Appeal from the keeper there, fine glove work, but even he knows the batter was on the crease. It is the skipper Abhishek Zaveri to bowl his fourth consecutive over and the last over of his spell so far. He has been brilliant with the ball in hand. Can he end up with a wicket here and really put ACC back in the game? What a shot! What a cover drive! Just look at that. Cracking shot from Vishal there. Got into position early, read the length well, was there to be hit and just smashed it past covers. The fielders did not have an opportunity to even move themselves. Great shot, reminiscent of Virat Kohli himself. Once again, placed in the gap. Brilliant footwork from the key fielder there. It seems as if he wanted to play football today, but his skills applying in the wrong game. But to the advantage of the bowling side. Certainly saved three there, and just a single of that ball. Ajit Nair on strike, yet to get off the mark. In the air, once again evades the fielder, lofted over, hit behind the wicket. Was a brilliant cover drive once again. Went inside out. The ball was there to be hit. It was a bit full than Abhishek would have wanted. And the batsman helped himself to a gorgeous boundary. And with that boundary, Ajit is also off the mark. And in some style. This is turning out to be yet another expensive over from the context of the bowling side. Can the skipper come back? Ooh, good delivery. Once again, this is what you want. Pull the length back, kept it away from the hitting arc. The batsman respecting it was a good delivery and leaving it through to the keeper. Oh, that's a great delivery. Found some swing. The ball shaped in there beautifully. The batter very consciously nudges it straight past the bowler for a single. And with that, first 8 overs have been completed. Rising Star strongly poised at 59 runs for the loss of just one wicket. With that over, the skipper Abhishek Zaveri has bowled himself out. 4 overs, conceding 31 runs. You would say it has been a very average spell. Shiva to continue. Bowled an exceptional last over, picking the sole wicket that the bowling side has had today, while conceding just one run. Can he get a few more here? Huge appeal and he's gone! Right on money. Just what the doctor ordered. Foolish from the bowler there. The batsman looking to flick it away had no clue where the ball went. Good drift from the bowler there. Struck him on the pads right in front of the stump. Absolutely plumb. And Shiva has yet another wicket to his name. It is Ajit Nair who has to go back after scoring just 5 runs of the 7 balls he faced. And ACC are certainly back in this game, and it's all thanks to the bowling of Shiva Konar. New batter at the crease now is Deepak. Shiva has been exceptional so far. He's showcased exceptional control over his line and length. He has varied the pace well, has used different kinds of lengths to absolute perfection, and has without a doubt been the greatest bowler for ACC this evening. Can he continue his purple run and get a few more wickets to really put ACC on top here? You have to say the scoring has gone down quite a bit after the end of the power play, and significantly so after the wicket of Shravan Shukla. Great delivery, fired quick, but this time it evades the wide guidelines, and he'll have to bowl that again. Very hands on and proactive captaining from the skipper there, constantly cheering his bowlers and fielders up. Here we go, another good delivery, good length ball on the off stump. The batsman could do nothing but just poke it straight to the skipper for a dot ball. Great start to this over as well. A wicket of the very first ball and a dot ball of the second. Short ball in the air, fall short of the fielder there. Pulled the length back a bit, tempted the batter to go for the pull. Succeeded in that, but unfortunately the ball fell short of the fielder there. With that, Deepak gets off the mark, brings back on strike Vishal Sharma. You could say he has been well set now, scoring 19 of 19 balls, and Rising Star would certainly hope that he could get a move on. Shiva, can he get another wicket? Can he get the set batter out? It's an extremely interesting contest this. Tossed up, that's in the air, and six! A huge maximum was in the slot, was there to be hit. Vishal cleared his front foot, got under the ball, and absolutely nailed it. His first maximum so far, and just what the batting side would want. A release of pressure there. You could see the pressure mounting on the batting side after two quick wickets. And this is exactly what he would have wanted to break the shackles. Another wide delivery. He'll have to bowl that one again. The intention was right from Shiva there, trying to keep it away from the hitting arc, but he went a bit too far on that occasion. Second wide of the over so far. Much better there. Well played from the batter there. Pushed it into the gap for a quick single. Again, sensible batting from Vishal. A six of the previous delivery and unselfishly rotating the strike. Not getting engulfed by the adrenaline and playing a false shot to lose his wicket. Smart batting from Vishal. He smashed that past the bowler, but there is a fielder at long off. Just a single of that ball to end the over. Decent over for both sides, 9 runs coming off it, but yet another successful over from Shiva Konar. 9 overs gone, it's 70 for the loss of 2 wickets. What a shot to welcome the new bowler. Was short of the length and smashed it off the offside. Pierced the gap beautifully and a first boundary for Deepak there. Kishore welcomed with the boundary of the very first ball. Pressure on the bowler here as he switches his side. Here we go. Second ball of the 10th over. Tossed it up beautifully. Brilliant flight. The batsman gets it right once again. Waited on the flight, got down on one knee and swept it beautifully into the gap. Consecutive boundaries for Deepak now and Kishore off on pressure straight away. 8 runs coming off his very first two deliveries as he switches the bowling end once again. He's visibly under a lot of pressure here and this is very good batting from Deepak. Aggressive and intentful. Here we go, third ball. Are we seeing another boundary here? Short of a length, fired quicker. The batsman beaten for pace there. And a dot ball for Kishore. Just what he would have wanted to settle his nerves, get into a rhythm. Oh, that is well played. Knew exactly where the fielders were. An educated edge, you can say. Straight to the fielder inside the 30-yard circle at third man. And Deepak gets off the mark after striking two gorgeous boundaries of the first two deliveries. 9 runs have come of the over so far. Can he end this one well? Much better line and then from Kishore there. Much flatter, much quicker, not giving the batsman a lot of time to get under the ball and loft it over the infield. Yet another single there. Good comeback from Kishore after being smacked for two boundaries. He's just considered 2 runs of his next three balls. Here we go, last ball of the over. Hoiks it along on the leg side. Did not get all of it and yet another single. As Deepak will keep strike, 10 overs have gone by and it is time for the player to take a drinks break. Rising Star are 81 runs for the loss of 2 wickets and the match is extremely evenly poised. It's anyone's game. Welcome back. If you're joining us right now, the drinks have been taken. 10 overs have gone by and Rising Star at 81 for the loss of 2 wickets. And it is Hitesh Goel into the attack now. First ball after the break and a boundary to start the proceedings. What a shot from Deepak there. Was there to be hit, was full, but was kept away from the hitting arc. He did extremely well to get to the pitch of the ball and lofted it over the gap on the offside. Brilliant start to the proceedings after the break. Deepak seems set for a big one here. His third boundary of his innings so far. Ooh, what a delivery that! That missed absolutely everything. The batter had no clue where it went, and unfortunately, neither did the keeper. Two byes awarded for the batting side there, and what a comeback after a lousy first delivery. Beat the batsman all ends up, drifted in with the angle, and turned away after pitching. An absolute dream ball for any spinner. Great comeback from Hitesh here. Can he get a wicket? Once again, fired it in on a good length, beating the batter for pace there. Good pace variation from Hitesh and a dot ball to his name. In the air, no chance for the fielder. Again, lofted beautifully on the offside. There is a huge gap, square of the point fielder there, and he has exploited that once again. Pitched it a bit too short this time with Hitesh. Deepak got off to the back foot well, transferred his weight onto his back foot, and just absolutely smashed it into the gap. Great game awareness from Deepak here. He is turning out to play an absolute blinder and a gem of an innings, and has reached 20 of just 12 balls. Huge over so far. 11 have come of the 10 have come of the first 4 balls. Went for the hoik once again. Did not get the middle of the bat at all. Straight to the fielder inside the circle, and the batsman will scamper across for a quick single. Vishal takes guard now to face his first delivery after the break. Tossed up, that's huge! What a mammoth and monstrous hit! That is out of the ground. They are going to have to ask for a new ball there. Was in the slot for there to be hit. Transferred his weight back. Once again got into a lovely position. Judged the length quickly and hammered that. Absolutely hammered that. A huge hit to end the over. And a brilliant start after the break for Rising Star. 17 runs coming off that over, and Hitesh starting his spell with an extremely expensive over. 11 gone, it's now 98 for the loss of 2 wickets. And the batting side are creating the momentum for them. Are we heading towards a huge finish here, or can the bowling side come back with a few and quick wickets? Kishore back into the attack now. What a delivery to start! A bouncer from a spinner. The batsman certainly did not expect that. Brilliant reflexes from the keeper there. A great start to the over with a dot ball. Fortunate, extremely fortunate for the batter there. An absolute miscue. Inside edge once again this time. No chance for the keeper to stop that one. And it results in yet another boundary for the batting side. With that, a lot of cheers and words of encouragement coming from the dugout there. They know how important it is for their batters to keep this momentum going. They have been scoring extremely freely in the past few overs, and with that boundary, it brings up their 100 as well. And it has come in good time. Abhishek Zaveri, the skipper there, having a word with the bowler, making some adjustments in the field. The third man is being moved a bit finer. Let's see if that can produce an impact and get a wicket for the bowling side. Fired in once again. He's not giving the batsman any time to play with. Once again on a good length. Fired in absolutely rapidly on the fourth stump line, and the batsman looking to swing it but missed it once again. Here we can see that field placement. The fielder was moved final just a couple of deliveries ago, and that move has paid dividends for the fielding side. Good fielding from the fielder at third man there. Certainly saved 3 runs for his side. Yet another instance of a bye that time. Once again, fired in short, straight to the fielder there. Good bowling from Kishore here. The batsmen have not been able to middle his ball in this over so far. It has been a great over, conceding just 5 runs, and all of those coming off byes. What a shot! A smashing end to that over. Bowled it a bit fuller this time, gave it a bit of flight, and the batsman hammered it past mid on there. Boundary to end the over. 12 gone. It's 107 for the loss of 2 wickets. Yet another change in the bowling here. Prashant into the attack now. And the energy level of the fielding side are still up. First ball hit straight to the fielder there. Good field placement from the skipper. Just a single of that ball. That is absolutely smashed. There was a fielder there, but he could do absolutely nothing about that delivery. Another short ball was there to be hit, and Vishal has absolutely nailed it. Came right off the middle of the bat. Sublime timing there from Vishal as he picks up his fifth boundary of the inning so far. And slowly and steadily has moved to 41 runs of just 26 balls. Brilliant acceleration considering he was of 19 runs of his very first 19 balls. Well left this time, wide and a bye. Two wides for the batting side on this occasion. Prashant under some visible pressure here. Straying down the leg side, and the keeper tried his level best but could not get the ball in his hand. Once again, looking to pull it off the short line delivery, was beaten for pace there probably, went to the shot a lot quicker than he was expecting, and eventually just a single for the batting side. It's straight back past the bowler. Decent effort. That's a brilliant effort in the field there. Covered a lot of distance to cut the ball off and restrict the batting side to just a single. The energy levels are certainly extremely high from the fielding side, constantly motivating and encouraging their bowler there. They know how crucial momentum and spirit is. Full delivery, good cover drive, but hit straight to the fielder. Good sharp work in the field there to ensure no runs were scored of that delivery. It has been a moderate over so far. 9 runs coming of the first five balls. Can he end this over well? What a shot! That is absolutely nailed. Cleared his front foot, smashed it right over the bowler's head. You cannot place fielders there. What a shot to end that over. 13 gone, it's 120 for 2 now, and I think it is safe to say that Rising Star looks set for a huge and mammoth target here. It is Hitesh to continue. He began his spell with an extremely expensive over, going for 15. Yes, you heard that right. 15 runs of his very first over. Can he make an improvement in his figures here? Can he get a breakthrough and stop this partnership that has been taking Rising Star to an extremely respectable total? A humorous disturbance there. The dog not willing to leave the field. That's up in the air. Can the fielder get underneath? There is absolutely no chance. The fielder will watch the ball sail over his head. Yet another huge maximum for the batting side. Vishal is absolutely on fire here. Third six of his innings so far. And Hitesh under instant pressure straight away. Being hit for a six of the very first ball of the over after conceding 15 in his first over. Great shot from Vishal and good game awareness. He knows that Hitesh might be under pressure and he is not going to let him settle down. Two away from a 50 here. He's accelerated beautifully, scoring approximately 30 runs of the last 9 balls he's faced. Good comeback, mix up at the non-strikers once again. Good call from the batter there. Sent him back just in time to avoid an unfortunate mishap. Much better delivery from Hitesh there. Pulled his length back, allowed the ball to turn. This is where he will want to be. This is the line and the length where he'll want to deliver. Brilliant ball, exactly what he wants to do. Once again, sort of an action replay of the previous delivery. Similar delivery, and the batsman beaten all ends up there. Great comeback from Hitesh after being smashed for a six of the very first ball. Flighted, and he's got it once again. What a way to get to a 50. With a huge maximum, Vishal gets to his 50 of just 31 deliveries. It has been an absolute joy to watch an expertly articulated innings. Played patiently at the start, played himself in, got set, and since then it has been an absolute freak show. He has been on fire and has smashed his fourth maximum of his innings so far. Second six of the over, and every time he's bowled a bit full in this over, he has been hit for a maximum. Can he come back now, or will Vishal continue with his onslaught? Fired it wide this time. The intention was right, but the execution wasn't. He'll have to re-bowl that, and yet another extra to the batting side. Once again, tossed off, and this time it's a boundary. Another cracking cover drive. It's as if we have Virat Kohli here. Pierced the gap beautifully, got into a great position, and just hammered it past the fielders. No chance for the fielder to move there, and this is turning out to be yet another extremely expensive over. Huge over so far, 17 coming off it. Good delivery, much better line and length this time, and just a single of the last ball. A huge over that. 18 runs coming off it, and Hitesh has been extremely expensive today, conceding 33 runs of the 2 overs he has bowled. After 14 overs, Rising Star are motoring along at almost 10 runs an over and are strongly poised at 138 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. A change in the bowling, and I have to say it was much needed. The last 3 overs have gone for a lot of runs. With that, Rishi Mapara is into the attack now. Can he stem the flow of runs here? Or will Rising Star just continue with their onslaught? Deepak to face now. Oh, that's a great start. Exactly what the bowlers would want to hit. Flighted it beautifully, was on a good line. The batsman looking to get off the back foot but was a bit slow off his feet. A dot ball to start. Good start to the over. Again tossed up. Chance of a catch but it falls short of the fielder there. Just a single on this occasion and this has been a great start to the over so far from Rishi. Oh, what a delivery. You've got to feel for the bowler there. The ball missed absolutely everything. Tossed it up beautifully, beat the batter in the air there. Unfortunately, the keeper was also deceived by the cunningness, and it results in 4 byes for the batting side. Absolutely unfortunate for Rishi there. He completely outfoxed the batter on that occasion, yet he has nothing to show for it. Some words of encouragement from the fielding side of the bowler. They know he has bowled a good over so far. It has been a great start to the over. 3 deliveries, three right on the money. Fires it quicker this time, down, straying down the leg side, and we have to bowl that one again. Good glove work from the keeper there. Got down in position quickly. Well bowled, kept it away from the hitting arc, and just a single on that occasion. This is turning out to be a great over. Lot of damage repair so far. Can he end this over well? Can he break the momentum with a wicket here? Fired in quicker, much better line from Rishi on that occasion. Vishal completely beaten for pace there. And yet another dot ball. Once again, a brilliant ball to end. What an over that was from Rishi. Just 7 runs coming off it. And you have to say it was much needed from the point of view of the bowling side. A lot of free runs were scored of the last few overs, and this is exactly what they would have wanted to rein the batsmen in and gain some control of the remaining overs. With that, 5 overs remain in the innings, and Rising Star have already scored 145, having lost just 2 wickets, and they seem set for a huge total here. Paresh Shah back into the attack. He opened the innings with the ball, conceding 21 runs of his first 2 overs. Can he improve his figures with a wicket here? It will be desperately needed for the batting bowling side. Oh, what a ball to start! Right on the money. Away from the hitting arc, on and around the fourth stump length. Just a perfect start to the over. Once again, beaten by bounce there. Great control from Paresh. This is exactly where he'll want to be, away from the hitting arc, yet close enough to threaten the stumps. Yet another dot ball, brilliant bowling, flighted and tossed up this time, once again away from the hitting arc, and the third consecutive dot ball. Pressure seems to be mounting. Can he get a breakthrough here? Finally, the batter being able to get some bat on the ball, hit it straight to the fielder on the boundary, and just a single on that occasion. Brilliant over so far, just a single coming of the first four deliveries. Can he end this over well? Or even better, can he get a wicket? The partnership has been extremely flourishing, valued at 87 runs already. Oh, brilliant ball. Mix up at the non-striker's end. Chance of a run out. The batter makes his crease in time. Exceptional control from Paresh Shah so far. Five deliveries, all five have been absolutely perfect, not allowing the batter to free his arms. Just conceding 2 runs. Can he end this over well? Dances down the track, pulled it back, saw the batter coming down the crease. Good adjustment from Paresh there. Ends an extremely important and crucial over from the bowling side. Just 3 runs coming off it. With that, the last 2 overs have done some damage repair for the bowling side. 10 runs coming off the 2 overs. And now we are set. The last 4 overs, the death phase of the match. 16 overs down now. Rising Star 148 for the loss of 2 wickets. Kishore back into the attack. He bowled 2 very tidy overs, conceding just 15 of his first 2 overs, and bowled with extreme control. Can he continue that momentum? The last 2 overs have not yielded a lot of runs for the batting side. Can Kishore keep that going? Or will the batting side break the shackles in this over and gear up for an exhilarating finish? Great delivery to start. The batsman going for a hoik, missing it all ends up, and the ball was nowhere close to the bat. Great start to the overs from Kishore's. A dot ball, just what his side would have wanted. Wow, wow, what a shot! That is absolutely sublime. Straight out of the textbook. Just lofted it, timed it to absolute perfection, went inside out, and yet another maximum for the batting side. Deepak's first of the innings, and what an absolutely gorgeous shot. Lot of encouragement coming from the dugout here. They know how important it is for the batting side to accelerate in these last few overs. Smartly maneuvered in the gap this time and gets off strike. Sensible batting from Deepak brings Vishal back on strike. Oh, beats the batter once again. Good ball from Kishore there. A good comeback. Can he keep this up? Another good ball. Sensible batting from the batter. Rode on top of the bounce and hit it straight to the fielder at long off for a single. Oh, that has missed the stumps by a bare minimum. And that is exceptional glove work from the keeper. The batsman going out of his crease and brilliant work for the keeper to get a much deserved wicket for Kishore. Just what the bowling side would have wanted. You could see something had to give for the batting side, and this is the result of economical overs. This is what tidy and economic overs get you. A wicket that ends a very fruitful partnership, 90 runs for the batting side. That ends another successful and good over from the bowling side. Just 8 runs coming off of it and a wicket of the last delivery. 17 gone, it's 156 to the loss of 3 wickets now. Paresha to continue. New batter now is Ravi Raj, currently at the non-striker's end. On strike now is Vishal. Well set and on the course for yet another big one. What a shot! That is absolutely sublime. He seems to be playing on a different pitch. Does not matter how the condition or situation is. The ball was there to be hit and he hit it with absolute perfection. Got off to the back foot and cut it ferociously. No chance for the fielder there. Great start to the 18th over. Better delivery from Paresh there. Tossed it up just a little bit. Vishal looking to clear the stands. Could not get all of it and eventually scampers across for a single on that occasion. And brings to strike the new batter in the form of Ravi Raj. With just 16 balls left in the innings, how many runs can Rising Star get off here? The base is set. Can they finish with a flurry here? Paresh to Ravi. Steps down the track. First ball hits it over the bowler's head. Great walk from the fielder there. Restricts the batting side to just a single. This is what you want from the fielders. During the penultimate overs of the game, the fielders need to back the bowler up. And that is exactly how you would want to do that. That Ravi off the mark of his very first ball brings Vishal back on strike. Decent over so far, 6 coming of the first 3 balls. Tossed up, that's absolutely hammered. There's protection back in the deep. Yet another single for the batting side. Third consecutive single. You have to say neither side would mind singles. It has been a decent over for both sides so far. 7 coming off it. Where will the last 2 balls go? A wicket or boundaries? Dances down the track once again. Did not get all of it. Manages an edge to the fielder on the boundary. Yet another single. The fourth consecutive single of the over so far. And Paresh is bowling with some good discipline. Can he end his spell with a wicket here? Huge appeal, right on cue, and he's gone. This is a wicket they would have wanted. Vishal Sharma has to go. You have to applaud. It has been an absolutely incredible innings from Vishal. Has been there since the start. He's absolutely livid with the umpire decision there. But Paresh ends his spell with a wicket. 4 overs, 32 runs and a wicket. Good end to his spell there, and unfortunately it is Vishal who has to depart. Nonetheless, before an extremely crucial and well crafted innings of 68, compiled and laced together with 7 boundaries and 4 maximums, and his innings is the primary reason why Rising Stars are in such a great position right now. Here we go. 2 overs left and 2 new batters on the crease. It's Kishore to continue. In the air, and that's huge. No half measures from Ravi there. He's absolutely nailed that for a six. Just what the batting side need in the last 2 overs, and what a start to the penultimate over. Got down on one knee and absolutely clobbered that for six. No chance of the fielder in the deep there. Pressure straight away on Kishore. Can he bounce back after being struck for a maximum of the very first ball? In the air once again, and yet another maximum. What a start to the 19th over, and the dugout is up and running. Huge cheer from the dugout there. Consecutive maximums from Ravi. What a start to the 19th over, and Kishore under a lot of pressure. Can he bounce back after this? Great hit once again. Judged the length perfectly, transferred his weight back, and smashed it on the leg side. Once again, oh, that turned sharply, turned a bit too much there. Good glove work from the keeper. Unfortunately, it is wide, and he'll have to re-bowl that. Pressure still on the bowler. Tossed up, goes for the hit. Mistimed it completely. Chance of a run out, and a direct hit would have sent the batter packing there. Good fielding, missed out narrowly. And that brings to crease Hiren Nirmal, the new batter facing his first delivery of the innings. Off the mark straight away there, a single to the fielder in the deep, brings back on strike Ravi Raj, striking at a exhilarating rate of 300, with 2 maximums in this over so far. With 2 balls to go of the penultimate over, can he get one more maximum? Or will Kishore bounce back with a wicket? Some adjustments being made to the field here. getting some more protection on the leg side and understandably so. Tossed up, oh, brilliant ball, beat him in the flight, and that is turning sharply. Good comeback from Kishore. He's conceded just 3 runs of the next 3 balls after being hit for two maximums. Can he end the over well? Once again, too much turn. Suffering from success at this point. Yet another wide, and he'll have to re-bowl that. And that brings up the 180 run mark for Rising Star. Here we go. Last ball of the penultimate over. Innovative from the batter there, trying to reverse sweep it, switch hit it, but missed it completely. In the end, the scamper across for a leg by, and that brings to an end the 19th over. 1 over to go. Rising Star are strongly positioned at 181 for the loss of 4 wickets. It is Shiva Konal to bring us to the last over of the innings. He has been extremely tidy and has been the pick of the bowlers for ACC, taking 2 wickets. What a shot to start the last over! A huge maximum. Pinch hitting this from Raviraj, his third six of the innings. And yet again, what a start to the over. Was in the slot, got under the ball and absolutely nailed it over long on. Yet another ball that has gone out of the ground. What a start to the over. Pressure again straight away on the bowler. Great batting this from Raviraj. Pinch hitting at its finest. What a comeback. Brilliant comeback. Smart bowling from Shiva there. Was a lot quicker, shorter, away from the hitting arc and beat him all ends up. Great comeback. Can he continue? Can he get a wicket and his third of the innings so far? Pulls away at the last second. Seeing some mind games here. Will it turn out positively for the bowling side? That is what we're here to see. The result is the same. Yet another maximum. Fourth of his innings. He's dealing in maximums here. It's raining sixes. Second of the over so far. Once again was in the slot, got under the ball and hammered it over long on. Seems to be his area of expertise. Lot of cheer coming from the dugout. He's striking at 270 with 3 balls left to go. Can he get Rising Star above the 200 run mark? Better line and length for the bowler there, and just a single on this occasion. 2 balls to go. Rising Star are at 194. Can they cross the elusive 200 mark here and get a psychological advantage on ACC? Or will Shiva rein things back as he did expertly in the innings so far? He reigns, scanning the field, looking for gaps. Can he exploit one? That's up in the air. Fielder coming in. Falls well short. Importantly for the batting side, it's Ravi Raj on strike to face the last delivery. He has been off to an explosive start. Has scored 28 runs. That's right, 28 runs of just 11 balls. Here we go. Last ball of the innings. Great bowling from Shiva there. Fired it in away from the hitting arc and a good end to the over. With that, 20 overs have been completed. The innings is done and Rising Star end with 195 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. Courtesy some great batting from Vishal Sharma and some brilliant pinch hitting from Ravi Raj. Welcome back. The chase has commenced, and the first three balls have been absolutely bang on. Ravi Raj, after an exhilarating stint with the bat, has begun the innings with three consecutive dot balls. Oh, a lot of shape on the ball there, but unfortunately it was straying down the leg side, and he'll have to bowl that one again. On strike is Nilesh, joined by Vishal Gehani on the non-striker's end. What a shot! What a way to get off the mark! Waited on the delivery and timed it to perfection. Right of the middle of the bat and pierced the gap beautifully. A gorgeous back foot punch to get off the mark, and that brings the first tons of the bat for ACC. What a shot! He's lofted it in the air, and it's gone all the way. Great start from Nilesh. Took a few siders of the first three balls, and he's up and running now. A brilliant back foot punch of the previous ball, and this time he goes to the leg side. A brilliant pickup shot and the first maximum of the innings. Good comeback from Ravi there, away from the hitting arc on the good length, and a dot ball to end the first over. Great start to the chase. ACC 11 runs without the loss of any wicket, and they are off to the perfect start. Just what they would have wanted from their opening batters. Into the attack for the second over now is Shalin Gupta, with Vishal Ghelani taking strike. With the power play fielding restriction, just two fielders can be allowed outside the inner ring. And those are positioned at third man and at point. Bit of confusion in the middle, but good call from the batsman there. Send the non-striker back in time, prevented an unfortunate run out. Good start from Shalin, bang on the money straight away. Bowling perfectly according to his field. What a shot! What a way to get off the mark! Was not particularly a bad delivery, just a superb shot. Was good of a length, hit it on the rise. What a shot! Lofted it over the cover fielder, and there was no protection back there. First boundary for Vishal, and he's off the mark. And ACC are off to a flyer. Good comeback from Shalin here. Kept it away from the hitting arc, pulled the length back, and it results in yet another dot ball. Great delivery. Left the batter after pitching, but well guided from Vishal. A good adjustment in the end to steer it to the fielder inside the circle and scamper across for a quick single. Nilesh on strike now. Ooh, great delivery, huge appeal, but the umpire thinks otherwise. An absolute peach there. Stayed a bit low once again, bowling to the field. He has got a predominantly heavy offside field and he's bowling exactly according to that. Great over so far. He's conceded just 5 runs of the first 5 deliveries. Can he close this out with grace? In the air and he's gone! You could see this was coming. An aggressive celebration from Shalin and he deserves this wicket truly. Nilesh was looking in good touch, but he has to depart. Once again, bowling according to the field, back of a land delivery outside the off stump. Nilesh looking to ramp it over the third man fielder inside the circle, but ends up scooping it straight into the hands of the fielder. With the end of the second over, ACC lose their first wicket at the tender score of 16 runs. It is Ravi to continue, and out in the middle now is Abhishek Zaveri, the skipper, currently at the non-striker's end. Taking strike right now is Vishal Ghelani. Ooh, good delivery once again. They are bowling a tight line away from the batter's hitting arc, flirting with the wide lines there, and yet another dot ball. Some cheer and support from the fielders there. Oh, once again, good delivery, angling away from the batter. Well done by Vishal to steer it towards point fielders there for a single. There we go. Skipper Abhishek Zaveri on strike. Huge appeal, huge appeal. The fielding side is convinced he was out, but the umpire thinks otherwise. What an absolute jaffer to start. Abhishek Zaveri facing a beauty first up. Pitched on the middle stump, seamed back in, cramped the batter for room there, and the batter had no idea where the ball went. Fortunately for him, it evaded the stumps. And what an over this is turning out to be from Ravi. Just one run conceded so far. And the spirits are high with the fielding side right now. A lot of smiles out there in the middle. In the air, fall short. Didn't really time it. Misfield, miscommunication. The batsman scamper across for 2 runs. A valiant dive from Abhishek Zaveri to ensure he makes his ground. You could see the dedication and passion this man has for the game. And quick running to scamper across for 2. Valuable runs as Abhishek gets off the mark. Was there to be hit probably, but went on the leg side and did not get the middle of it. Got the bottom of the bat and eventually hit it straight to the fielder. Yet another dot ball, and this is turning out to be an exceptional over from Ravi. He has conceded just 3 runs of the first 5 balls he's bowled. There we go. Last ball of the third over. Once again, bowling according to the plan. Away from the hitting arc, cut away to the fielder at point, and yet another single. 3 gone, it's 20 for the loss of 1 wicket, and ACC proceeding with caution after an explosive first over. Shaleen Gupta back into the attack. Can he get yet another breakthrough? Great shot, what a shot. Was full and lofted it beautifully, but good field placement. There was protection back there at covers, and results in just a single for the batting side. Oh, what a delivery! Completely outfoxed the batter, had no clue where the ball was going, and a lot of chirp out there in the middle. They are egging the bowler on. Great start to this over from Shalin. He's continuing his momentum and has been absolutely dead accurate from the get go. Huge appeal! Once again, the fielding side is absolutely convinced they have the batter, but the umpire thinks otherwise. Vishal survives, and Shaleen continues yet another brilliant over. Just one run coming off the first three deliveries, and now he's racked up two consecutive dot balls. The pressure seems to be mounting on ACC. They need to get going if they want to have any chance of chasing this huge total of 196. Once again, beating him. You look at Chalin. He's absolutely disappointed that he did not get the wicket. Beats the batter on the outside edge once again, shaping away after pitching, and the batsman unable to get bat on ball. Third consecutive dot ball so far. Oh, that one stayed low. Well watched by Vishal to defend it. And yet another dot ball. What an over this is turning out to be. Just one run coming off it so far. Can he end this over with a flourish? Can he pick up one more wicket? Or can the batters get some momentum going? That's up in the air, right on cue, and he's caught it. Second wicket for Shaleen there. You could sense this was coming. You felt that something had to give, and that is the pressure of dot balls. Four consecutive dot balls, and Vishal awards his wicket to the fielding side. What a start for Rising Stars, and what a start by Shaleen Gupta. Two wickets in 2 overs while conceding just 6 runs of his 2 overs. Both the openers back in the hut now, and Vishal has to go back after a nervy innings of just 6 runs of 10 deliveries. 4 overs gone now. ACC are really in a spot of bother, reeling at 21 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. A change in the bowling now. Harshang Parikh into the attack as Ketan Roy joins the skipper Abhishek Zaveri at the non-striker's end. The fielding side high on energy levels, constantly cheering their bowler on. They know how crucial it is to make the most of the momentum they have going right now. Currently, they've got ACC right where they would have wanted. Two quick wickets and just 21 runs on the board. Smashed! What a shot! Exactly what ACC would want to break the shackles. Was short of a length, sat back in his crease and just hammered it off the back foot. A great pickup shot from Abhishek, and he is the hope that ACC has to chase this down. Goes once again outside it this time, but the result is the same. Yet another boundary for Abhishek. And Harshang Parikh under visible pressure hit for two boundaries of his very first two balls. However, I don't think he would mind this one. He outfoxed the batter in the air this time. A thickish outside edge, but the fortune favoring the Brave, resulting in a boundary for ACC and Abhishek Zaveri. Once again, looking to hoik it on the leg side, did not get enough bat on that one, and finally a dot ball. That would ease some of the nerves on Harshang there. The fielding side, you've got to applaud the fighting spirit. They're constantly cheering their bowler on, motivating him to get the best out of him. This is exactly what you want from your fielders. Well bowled, away from the hitting arc this time. Abhishek looking to cut it to the offside but misses it due to a low bounce. And yet another dot ball. Consecutive dot balls now. A decent comeback from Harshang after consecutive boundaries of his first two balls. Oh, that one stayed low once again. But the fortune seems to be favoring the batter at this point. This time an inside edge gets a boundary for Abhishek Zaveri. Missed the stumps by a very bare margin. But however, unfortunately for the bowler, it's the third boundary of the over. Last ball of the fifth over. It has been a good over, however, the scoreboard does not reflect that. Two edges, one of the offside edge and one of the inside edge going for boundaries. With the last ball coming up, can he get the prized wicket? What a shot, no chance. A convincing boundary of the last ball and ends a huge over. 16 runs coming off it, and that was just the pickup ACC needed. A great shot straight down the ground, no chance for the fielder at mid off there. Fourth boundary of the over. Five gone. It's 37 for the loss of two wickets now. Shaleen Gupta back into the attack. Straight away produces an edge. But once again, fortunate for the batter as he gets a boundary. Ketan Rai off the mark with a streaky boundary. Smart captaincy from the skipper here, giving Shaleen his third consecutive over. He knows how crucial another wicket can be. One or probably a couple of wickets here, and Rising Stars will find themselves in a commanding position in this run chase. Good comeback from Shalin here, executing his plans perfectly. Another dot ball. It is also the last over of the power play, the last chance for the batting side to take advantage of the fielding restriction. Let me remind you, for the first 6 overs of an innings, the fielding side can only have two players outside the 30-yard circle. Ketan Rai gears up to face the next delivery. That's up in the air, fielder coming in, and it falls short. Two fielders ran in for the catch, but fortunately for Ketan Rai, the ball evaded both of them. A lifeline for Ketan Rai as Shalin continues his brilliance. Created yet another opportunity here, and he has been the pick of the bowlers so far, conceding just 11 runs while picking up two crucial wickets. Advances down the track does Abhishek, but gets nothing on the bat. Yet another dot delivery, the bowler completely outfoxing the batter. The ball shaping away from the batter, and the Hoik not producing any runs on this occasion. Another great over so far. Just 5 runs coming out of the first 4 balls, with the boundary also coming off an edge of the first ball. That's up in the air. Has he got his third? Yes, he has. Take a bow, Shalin Gupta. He is single-handedly running through the ACC batting lineup. His third, yes, I repeat, his third wicket. All three wickets have been taken by him, and this is the wicket they were after. The skipper Abhishek Zaveri has got to go. He was the set batter. He was looking on song today. Had scored 4 boundaries, but this time looking to pull one, hitting it straight to mid on there. As Shalin picks up his third wicket, and ACC is really are in a spot of bother right now, and might need a miraculous partnership to help them rescue this collapse. New batter at the crease now is Yash Doshi to face the last ball of the first power play. Once again beats the batter. A misfield by the keeper there, allowing the batters to scamper across for a bye. Ends yet another successful over. 3 overs from Shalin, 3 wickets, and just 11 runs. After the commencement of the first power play, ACC are precariously placed at 43 for a loss of 3 wickets, courtesy some fine and economical bowling from Shalin Gupta. Shank Parikh back into the attack now. This time he'll have a lot more protection in the deep. As you know, the power play has ended, and so have the fielding restrictions. The bowling side can now have five fielders back on the boundary as Harshang Parikh gears up for the second over. Good ball first up. Yash Doshi gets off the mark with a single. Good glove work from the keeper there, but the bowler straying away from the wide guidelines. An extra to the batting side, and Harshang will have to re-bowl that. This much better line from Harshang. Probably what he wanted to do of the last delivery as well. Keeping it away from the hitting arc. Fired it in quicker this time, not allowing the batter any space or any time. Good dot ball to come back. Once again of the offside, this time Ketan Rai steers it into the gap. There is protection back in the deep, and it results in yet another single for the batting side. This is turning out to be yet another decent over for the bowling side. Just 3 runs have come of the very first three deliveries. Once again, good running between the wickets. Good stop from the fielder inside the circle, but could not prevent the batsman from stealing a single there. A key feature of this short partnership so far, they've taken singles of all five deliveries, indicating the importance of rotating the strike. They're keeping the scoreboard ticking and waiting for the bad balls to be put away just like that. A flat six, extremely flat from Ketan Rai. It was a full toss outside the off stump, and he's hammered it for a maximum. Extremely flat one, was there to be hit, got down on one knee, and slog swept it for a maximum. His first of the innings, and just what ACC would need to lift their spirits. Here we go, last ball of the seventh over. Again, well steered in the gap. Can he get two? No, he wanted the second one, but sharp fielding in the deep prevents him from getting that. End of the seventh over, ACCR 54 for 3, and it brings to a close yet another expensive over from Harshang Parikh. We have yet another change in the bowling here. What a welcome to the new bowler. A loosener first up. Ketan Rai got in a wonderful position, judged the short ball quickly, got on the to the back foot and just pulled it into the gap for a boundary. Good welcome to the new bowler there and putting him under pressure straight away. Much better this time. Tossed it up, beat him in the air. The batter having no clue where the ball was. Leg buys and good work in the field to restrict the batting side to 2 runs there as Keaton retains the strike. Once again, tossed up, that's in the air. Fielder coming underneath and takes a brilliant catch. Once again, it is Shaleen Gupta. You cannot keep this man out of the game. A brilliantly judged catch on the boundary ropes, and Ketan Rai has to depart. That is the fourth wicket down for ACC, and they are really reeling in this run chase. Rising stars off to a flyer, just what they would have imagined before the start of this innings. ACC now 4 down. Another huge wicket. You could sense that Ketan Rai was getting set. He had played a few balls out there in the middle, was striking the ball reasonably well, but the spinner has got the better of him this time. And ACC have lost 4 wickets inside the first 8 overs. Again, well bowled from Jasmine Dharia. Good land delivery, angling into the batter, cramping him from room. Well played by the batter there. Flicks it onto the leg side to get off the mark. The new batter on crease, currently at the non-striker's end, is Shiva Konar. Tossed up once again, and that's absolutely smashed. Along the carpet from Yash Doshi there. Low risk shot and high utility. Was there to be hit, got into a position well, and just smashed it on the leg side. This is turning out to be slightly an expensive over with 11 runs coming off the first 5 deliveries. How can he end this over? Oh, what a comeback! What a comeback! Tossed it up beautifully, beat him in the air, and a dot ball to finish the 8th over. Another successful over, and ACC a 65 for the loss of 4 wickets after 8 overs. Words of encouragement and advice coming from the dugout as Harshang Parikh continues for his 3rd over. Shiva Korar on strike. He had a brilliant day with the ball in hand. Can he replicate it with bat this time? Well guided to the man at the boundaries and gets off the mark once again. Smart and sensible batting from Shiva. He recognizes this is a crucial juncture in the match and he is playing himself in. Well bowled again, not allowing the batsman to free their arms. Once again, Yash Doshi pushes it to the fielder at cover for yet another single. Rotating the strike continuously, but both the batters recognize and realize that they need the big hits and they need a huge partnership if they want to have any chance of chasing this target down. Once again, well bowled, well guided to third man, and a quick single. Three singles of the first three balls. The bowling side would not mind this at all. What a shot! He's hammered that straight, but brilliant fielding in the deep. Covered a lot of ground and definitely saved three for his team. Great fielding from the fielder at long off, and yet another single to the batting side. Inside edge this time, and he gets four. The previous four balls, the batsman had middled every ball but straight to the fielders. This time, Shiva gets an edge, and look at the fortune. He's got a boundary this time. With that boundary, 8 runs have come of the first five balls. Can Harshang complete this over well? He has erred on the expensive side today. Can he make amends with yet another wicket here? Oh, well bowled. That one stayed low. Shiva once again looking to steer it to third man, but the low bounce got the better of him. Lucky not to chop it onto the stumps. And with that, 9 overs have commenced, and the scorecard reads 73 for the loss of 4 wickets. We have yet another change in the bowling. Hiren Nirmal to bring us with the 10th over and the last over before a drinks break. On strike now is Yash Doshi. Here we go. Hiren to Yash. Straying off his line, starts off with a wide and he'll have to re-bowl that. Words of encouragement from the fielders there, urging the bowler to keep it within the wide guidelines. Here we go. The first ball of the over for the second time. Much better this time. A good line, good length. Yash looking to cut it but beaten by pace and bounce. Exactly what Hiren would want. Probably what he was trying of the very first ball as well, but better execution on this occasion. Oh, no, no, no. That is not where you want to be. Once again, he errs in his line. Yet another wide delivery. He'll have to re-bowl that. And yet another extra. Welcome runs for ACC at the moment. They'll take what they can get. And he's got him! Brilliant glove work there. That's an extremely sharp catch from the keeper. You know how these catches are. A huge deflection this time. And exceptional reflexes from the keeper to send Yash Doshi back. With that, ACC lose their fifth wicket and half their batters are back in the dugout. Rising Stars really in a commanding position before the drinks break here. And only a miracle can save ACC in this game now. With that being said, it's Rishim Mapara to the strike now. Welcome back. The drinks were taken earlier, courtesy yet another wicket falling. And that brings to the crease Rishim Mapara. A left-handed batter, the first we've seen in this match so far. Rain to continue. Rishi on strike to face his first ball. Oh, again, good start. He's finding some shape there. Straying off his line once again. That's yet another wide. Third of the over. And the last time he bowled a wide, he got a wicket of the next ball. Can he repeat that antics once again? Once again, yet another wide ball. He has had success in this over, but he has also been extremely inconsistent with his lines. Fourth wide delivery of the over so far, and just free run for the batting side. Once again, fuller delivery. The batter looking to drive it past the bowler gets the inside half of the bat and straight to the fielder at mid on. Another dot ball here. The batter's yet to score a run off the bat of Hiren. Good shot this time, middled it, but Hiren puts his hand in the middle, unable to stop the ball, resulting in a single for the batting side. As Rishi Mapara gets off the strike, bringing back Shiva now. Oh, again, good delivery. Narrowly missed out on the outside edge once again. This is turning out to be an extremely fruitful over for the bowling side. Just 5 runs coming of the first 5 balls, while also taking a huge wicket. Last ball of the 10th over. Can he get one more wicket and really end the debate on this run chase here? Well played this time from Shiva. Once again, bringing that calm presence on the field. Was on the offside, steers it once again to the fielder in the deep, and scampers across for a single. 10 gone now at the halfway mark. ACC are 79 for the loss of 5 wickets. Alshan Farik back into the attack. Brilliant this from Shiva. A deft touch. Knew exactly where the fielders were and played it extremely fine for a boundary. Smart batting and great game awareness shows from Shiva Konar here. once again, guides it down to third man, this time straight to the fielder for a single. Smart and measured batting from Shiva here, keeping the scoreboard ticking, not letting the pressure get too much. Looking to smash it down the ground, but once again there's protection back in the deep. Yet another single to the batting side. Smashed! He's absolutely hammered that for a maximum. His first of the innings, and what a shot! Strong wrist coming into play, cleared his front foot and hit it inside out for a huge maximum. Timed it to perfection, an absolutely gorgeous and sublime shot from Shiva Konar here. Harshang Parikh under pressure once again, yet another expensive over from him. There we go. Sensible batting. Again, a soft and delicate touch from Shiva. Knew exactly where the fielders were and scamper across for a quick single. Great game awareness from Shiva here. Here we go. Last ball of the over. 13 have come off it so far. Add four more to the list. What a cracking straight drive. The purest shot in the book, and that was executed with sublime touch. Was full, was there to be hit, and Rishi hammered it back past the bowler for a boundary. 17 runs coming off it, and Harshang Parikh ends his spell. An extremely expensive one, conceding 52. Yes, you heard that right. 52 runs of the 4 overs he bowled. After 11 now, ACC are 96 runs for a loss of 5 wickets. Oh, what a delivery to start from Jasmine Dharia. Back into the attack for a second and starts off with an accurate delivery on good length, turning away from the batter. Well defended from Shiva there. He is looking set for a big one today. That's hit in the air into the gap, but the fielder will cover the distance and restrict the batting side to a single. brilliant running between the wickets. That was on most occasions just a dot ball. A good front foot defense, but once again, brilliant awareness from Shiva, converting that into a quick single. Great ball, called for a single there. Confusion in the middle, but rightly sent back. Good bowling from Jasmine there. Tossed it up, kept it away from the hitting arc. Shiva went after it but could not get any bat on that. Yet another dot ball. This is turning out to be yet another economical over. Just 2 runs coming of the first 4 deliveries there. Once again, tossed up, beaten in the flight. That one kept low a little bit. And yet another dot ball. Pressure seems to be mounting on Shiva here. With the run rate increasing steeply, he knows he needs to go after these deliveries if they want to have any chance of getting the target. There you go. He dances down the track once again, but could not get the middle of the bat. Just another single of that ball. 3 runs coming off that over. After 12 overs, ACC are 99 for the loss of 5 wickets. He then Nirmal back into the attack. What a delivery! Right on the block hole. A perfect delivery to start. And equally well kept out by Shiva there. Was right in the block hole and almost perfect Yorker. And sort of unfortunate to not end up with a wicket on that delivery. Once again, lower full toss flicked away on the leg side for a single this time. Good start to the 13th over from Hiren so far. Can he get one more wicket here? Great cover drive that gorgeously played and brilliant footwork in the field there. Definitely saved his side a few runs there. What a stop in the deep. This is exactly what you want from your fielders. They have been backing up the bowlers perfectly. The fielding has been acute and sharp. And once again, just another example of great work in the field. 2 runs to the batting side. And this is starting to turn out to be yet another good over. Just 3 runs of the first 3 balls. Sensibly played this time, straight to the fielder, and they scamper across for a single. Flicked in the air, but there's no man to catch it. Yet another single. Again, this is turning out to a brilliant over from Hiren. Just 5 runs coming of the first 5 deliveries. Can he end this over well? Can he get one more wicket here? The answer is yes, he can. Yet another single of the last ball, and just 6 runs coming of that over. Rising Stars would not mind that at all. 13 overs gone, it's 105 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. And Delhi seems to be too far for ACC right now. With 91 read rate of the next 7 overs, with just 5 wickets left in hand. That's gone high up in the air, fielder getting underneath it, and he could not hold on to it. Was a tough opportunity there, but the fielding has been so sharp today that you would expect that to be caught. However, Rishi gets a lifeline, and the catch has been dropped on this occasion. It's Satyashil Divesha, the captain, into the attack, and it's safe to say starter is over well. Once again, a good tight line on the good line, cramping the batter for room. The batsman could do nothing more than just nudge it to the fielder and scamper across for a single. Well bowled once again, right in the channel, and once again, just a single. Great start to the over so far. Even after a dropped catch, he's just considered 3 runs of the first 3 balls. Dances down the wicket and he's flicked that in the gap, but did not have enough bat on it to make it cross the boundary rope. Yet another single to Shiva and to ACC. Again, great delivery. He's certainly looking on course to picking a wicket there. Once again, beating the outside edge on that occasion. Up in the air, fielder coming underneath, and he takes a wicket. Right on cue, you could sense this was coming. A brilliant over from the skipper, and Rishi Mapara has to head back. Sixth wicket down for ACC now, and surely it seems over for the batting side. 14 overs gone, ACC are in a spot of bother at 109 for the loss of 6 wickets. Hiren Nirmal to continue. Here we go. First ball of the 15th over. Dances down the track and smashes it over covers for a boundary. Once again, putting those powerful wrists to use. And Shiva picks up yet another boundary. It's safe to say that he has been the saving grace for ACC today. The silver lining on what has been a tough cloud for ACC to face today. Up in the air this time, but it falls short of the fielder at covers. Fortune seems to be on Shiva's side today as a new batter takes strike in the form of Hitesh Gohil. Huge appeal, the whole side is appealing. The fielding side is absolutely convinced of an edge there. But the umpire thinks otherwise. The fielders cheerfully appealing for a DRS there. And the fielding side is an absolute disbelief. Eventually, it is Hitesh Gohil who survives yet another ball. Exceptional execution of line and run from Hiren Nirmal. He has been on song so far and seems set to pick a few more wickets. There we go again. Tight line, straight to the fielder. Direct hit could have been close. Eventually, the batsman hauled across for a single. Slower one, he's hoiked that in the air. Chance of the fielder getting under there, and he can't do anything as the ball sails over his head. A huge hit from Shiva. Picked the slower one early, was in the slot to be hit, and deposited in the stands. A huge maximum and his second of the inning so far. With that, six is turning out to be an expensive over for the bowling side. On the contrary, this is just what ACC need. They need some of these hits and they need them quick. 5 overs left, and with 75 runs remaining, the run rate has crossed 15 runs an over. However, with Shiva still on strike, Ace will still have some hopes of pulling off a miracle chase. Appeal was stumping and he's gone. Hilmal has the last laugh and he's got the wicket of the dangerous Shiva. Was looking set for a big innings there. A valiant effort. 37 or 25 balls, but eventually he's got to depart. Once again, brilliant and swift glove work from the keeper there, and an incredible stumping to gift Hiren his second wicket and send the seventh ACC batter back to the dugout. 15 overs gone, it's 121 for the loss of 7 wickets now. Jasmine Dharia back into the attack now. Two new batters out there in the middle. On strike currently is Hitesh Gohil, joined by Kishore, who's yet to face a single delivery. Well bowled, away from the hitting arc, and yet another dot ball. The batter probably thinking that it was out of the wide guidelines, but the umpire thinks otherwise. Well bowled once again, but hit into the gap for a single. As it brings Kishore on strike. Oh, that is beautifully bowled. Much slower this time, but well played from Kishore to get off the mark. Single just won't do at this point for ACC. They need hits and they need them fast. In the air, and that's a maximum. What a shot from Hitesh. Got off, rocked onto the back foot and smashed it over the fielder there. A huge maximum and a great shot. A good pull shot of the back foot. Transferred his weight back perfectly. Got into a good position and just hammered it. This is exactly what ACC want, and they need these shots in abundance. Fired quicker that time, but it's a wide. He'll have to re-bowl that. Arguably got a little bit too much bounce on that one, but once again, fine glove work from the keeper there. Great reflexes. Oh, there was a very tough chance there. It will be very harsh to call it a dropped catch. Great work in the field there. 2 runs to the batting side. You could say it was an opportunity, a very tough one for the keeper. Eventually, Hitesh survives. Smash down the ground in the air, and the fielder and the boundary can't do anything about it. Yet another boundary for Hitesh Gohil, and this is exactly what the doctor ordered. Straight down the ground, you cannot place any fielders there. The most risk-free shot any batter can play, and it results in yet another boundary. But is it a bit too late for ACC? 15 runs coming off that over, and that's exactly how much they need. 4 overs remaining, and ACC are 60 runs away from pulling off a historic chase. Skipper Satyashil Divesha back into the attack after an expensive 15th over, 16th over. Can he stem the flow of runs here? Can he get a few more wickets and end this one quickly? Here we go. First ball cut in the air. Brilliant work in the field there. Just a single to the batting side. Once again, too much bounce on that delivery. Hitesh looking to ride the bounce and cut the ball, but misses altogether. Yet another dot ball and a brilliant start to the 17th over. Huge appeal, and the umpire feels that the ball was gliding down the leg side. Leg by signaled as the batters change strike. Spraying down the leg side, and he'll have to re-bowl that one. Another extra this, but in spite of that, this is turning out to be a brilliant over from the skipper so far. Just 3 runs conceded of the first 3 balls. Once again, straying down the offside, and yet another wide ball. He'll have to re-bowl that one as well. And another bye allows the batsman to steal 2 wides there. Words of encouragement ringing loud from both sides. The fielding side motivating the bowlers, while the batting dugout urging the batters to go for the maximum. There you go. Once again, luck fortuning the batters. Inside edge, the batter had no idea where the ball went, only to find it crossing the boundary ropes for yet another boundary. Catch in the air, again falling short of the fielder at long off. Just a single of that delivery. 10 have come of the over so far. A boundary or the maximum here could ensure that this over is also at par with the required run rate. Are we heading towards arguably one of the most enthralling and thrilling finishes in this tournament? Shot of the back foot, that's in the gap. Brilliant footwork from the field. The fielding once again has been absolutely surgical. Precise fielding in the deep there and definitely saved 3 runs for his side there. 11 coming off that over after 17. ACC at 147 for a loss of 7 wickets. Hiren Nirmal back into the attack. He has been extremely successful today and has picked 2 wickets already. With the last 3 overs in the game remaining, ACC required 49 runs to win this. Straight away in the air, there's no chance for the fielder there, and it has gone all the way. What a shot from Kishore! Just like how Kohli had hit Harris off for a six, straight down the ground of a short ball, and what a slap! Got into a strong position and hammered that straight over the bowler's head. This is exactly what ACC would want. The momentum and pressure now seem to be shifting with the bowler slightly getting nervous. Are we in for a special chase here? Here we go. Second ball. Floor one, well bowled. Smash down the ground, but there was protection in the field. Just a single on that occasion. Good piece of deception from Hiren there. Not giving the batter any pace to work with. Appeal for a stumping and the umpire does not agree. A wide ball once again. Swift glove work from the keeper. But it results in yet another extra for the batting side. Certainly the pressure seems to be shifting to the bowling side right now. What was once thought of as a simple and easy win is not turning out to be. Pretty expensive over so far. However, for the batting side, it has been ideal. 8 runs have come off the first two deliveries. Can the batting side maximize on this, or will Hiren strike back? Once, once again missing his line. That's yet another white ball. Rising Stars simply cannot afford giving away any more freebies at this point. They've already conceded a lot of extras in this innings, and at such a crucial juncture, freebies are the last thing they'd want to give. That is smashed, and that's a maximum. What a shot from Hitesh! He is taking the party to yet another level. Again, full and wide, gave him some room, spread up his arms, and just smashed it over the fielder at cover. Backed himself to clear the fielder there, and he did with some shot. Yet another lofted cover drive resulting in a maximum. And the game is certainly up for grabs right now. He ran under pressure. He's conceded 15 runs of the first three deliveries. And this is turning out to be a mistake. That's in the air. Fielder getting underneath it. And that's a six. Yet another maximum. ACC are really putting on the screws right now. Third maximum of the over so far. And Hiren looks disappointed and looks stressed. Is there a twist in the tail here? Can ACC pull off this chase? It certainly seems on the cards right now. With two balls left in this over, the first four deliveries are already gone for 21 runs. What will come of the next two deliveries? A couple of more boundaries or a wicket? Good ball this time. Exactly what you want to do. Keep it away from the hitting arc of the batter and pull the length back. Exactly what he needed to do on the previous four deliveries. Can he end this ball? Can he end this over well? You've got to understand how crucial this ball is in the context of the chase. 13 balls left, 28 to get. One thing is for sure, we are in for a thrilling finisher. Slower one, smash down the ground. Will they get four? Yes, they do. Yet another boundary. Once again, rocked off the back foot and smashed straight over the bowler's head. An extremely expensive over. 25. Yes, that is right. 25 runs coming off that over. And with that huge over, ACC are back in the game. 2 overs to go now, 24 to get. Who do you think is taking this match home? He then ends his spell. He conceded more runs in his last over than he had in the previous 3 overs. The pressure is certainly back now on the bowling side. Little by little, Hitesh Goyal and Kishore have stitched together a 51 run partnership coming off just 18 deliveries. Just when most of the people would have thought that this game was over, Hitesh Goyal has pulled this one back with some belligerent ball striking. He's currently striking at a run strike rate in excess of 200, having scored 35 runs of just 15 balls. And with him still at the crease, ACC seem to be strong contenders to win this match. Saleen Gupta into the attack now. He has been the pick of the bowlers for Rising Stars so far. Without a doubt, has been the best bowler on display today, having picked up 3 wickets in his 3 overs while conceding just 11 runs. But is his over coming a bit too late now? The momentum is completely with the batting side. Can Shaleen pull off yet another miracle? Can he get one more wicket and turn the tide once again in his side's favour? Here we go for the first ball of the penultimate over. That's in the air and that's six. There's no stopping this right now. Ace are dealing in maximums right now. Yet another maximum. And the target now below 20. Just 18 required of 11 deliveries now. And you've got to think that Ace have got this all wrapped up. Shaleen back into the attack under considerable pressure. Bowls it away from the hitting arc. The batsman shuffling across and yet the wide is signalled. The bowler visibly frustrated by that call, but rightly so by the umpire. Yet another extra to the batting side, and the pressure completely on the bowling side right now. Flicked away on the leg side this time, exquisitely timed. Just a single on this occasion. Great batting from these two here. Kishore and Hitesh really have pulled off a dream partnership for Ace. Can they get them home? Can they finish this off in style? 16 required of 10. It's almost anyone's game right now. With the favor and odds now tilted to the batting side. However, with Shaleen bowling, Rising Stars will have some hope that he can conjure yet another wicket here. Precisely, brilliantly bowled right into the block hole. And a dot ball. A dot ball at this occasion is way more precious than a piece of gold right now. Just exceptional bowling and shows why he has been the best bowler on display today. Brilliant slower one, disguised it beautifully, deceived the batter completely there. Consecutive dot balls, and now the pressure is mounting on the batters. What a match we are witnessing here. Each ball, the odds are tilting in. Here we go. Fifth ball of the over. Short ball and the batsman gets it away for a boundary. Just the release of pressure they needed. Four coming off that ball and now the match again turning. What a match we're witnessing. Each ball there's drama. Each ball the odds seem to tilt in one team's favor. With 12 required of 7 now, only a wicket can seem to stem the flow of runs here. And the wicket needs to be of Hitesh Gohil. Can Shalin pick up yet another wicket of his last ball? Let's see. 12 have come off the over so far as we move to the last ball of the penultimate over. Gets the edge, but fortunately the luck is with the batting side. Shalin is visibly disappointed and understandably so. He outfoxed the batter there, beat him for pace. A thickish outside edge evading the fielder and yet another boundary. With that, Ace in striking distance of a win now, requiring just 8 runs of the last over. What a thrilling comeback we witnessed. But is this over yet? Do Rising Stars still have a ace up their sleeves? Or will Ace run away with this match? Don't go anywhere. This is turning out to be one of the most exhilarating matches we've seen in a long time. 8 required of the last over with 3 wickets in hand. Talk about leading from the front. When the pressure is at its peak, it's the skipper who has stepped up. Satyashil Divecha with ball in hand to deliver the last over of the innings. 8 required of 6. What an absolute thriller. Here we go. We are all set for the first ball of the last over. Well played into the gap. Sensible batting. They're looking for two, but sharp fielding in the deep. Just a single on that occasion. 7 required of 5 now. And it's Hitesh Goel on strike, who has been absolutely magnificent today. 19 balls and he scored 43 runs. Can he finish the match off while also reaching his milestone? He certainly deserves it today. Can he take ACC over the line today? The tensions are rising and every ball the field is being changed. You can just sense how important and tense it is right now. Here we go. Satyashil to Hitesh. Great ball. Cramped him for room. Came in with the angle and a crucial dot ball. Oh, what a finish this is turning out to be. 7 of 4 now. Energies and tensions are high at the moment. What will be the outcome? Nevertheless, it has been an exhilarating contest, fiercely contested by both the sides. Yet another dot ball, brilliant bowling from the skipper there. A bumper at this stage of the game. Hitesh missed it completely. The pressure now back on the batting side. What a start to the final over. Just one run coming of the first three deliveries. With that, the bowling side are back into the game. Can they defend seven of the next three deliveries? Let's see. Two consecutive dot balls. The pressure is certainly amping up. Moves across, huge appeal. Oh no, there's a misfield there, and it allows an extra run for the batting side. That is not what you can afford at this moment. You need to back your bowlers up with some sharp fielding there. Two crucial runs to the batting side. With that, 5 runs required of two balls, and ACC are a shot away from glory. Here we go. 5 runs of two deliveries. He smashed it in the air, and that's a maximum. What a run chase! What a win! That also brings up his 50. What an innings it has been from Hitesh Gohil. 49 runs of 23 deliveries, 4 maximums, and 5 boundaries. And he pulled them back from the jaws of defeat. You've got to feel for the fielding side there. A fiercely contested contest, and eventually it's ACC who pull forward with just one ball to spare, courtesy of blinding innings and a brilliant cameo by Hitesh Gohil. With that, ACC win this match by 3 wickets, and you've got to say it is one of the most closest and adrenaline enticing encounters we've seen in a long, long time.